Well, he's not been very excited or very happy about Hasselhoff results in the last few matches. Maybe there's Aban trying to organize his men quite well at the back. Some people will have to hit it in. Head comes into Lions box, but it's been well dealt with. He still has it, casts it in, and that's a lovely header by somebody in particular, and it's picked by Lawrence Osei. Such a camp figure at the back for the Spandau lads. Very confident goalkeeper. Lots of people have made so much case for him why he's not been a regular member at the national team level. That's coach Bashir Heffort. Hasselhoff again trying to conjure a bit of magic from the far side. Again, looks to be Robin Jr. planting his feet right into the legs of Samuel Amofa, and he wins the advantage. Oh, just look at it again. That's quite ruthless, isn't it? Robin Jr. He's got a few of his colleagues ahead of him. Pedro not the best of touch, but here they go. Back the hearts of Lion. That's a lovely push from the man in the 28. He still got it. Waiting for someone to arrive. And the big man arrived finally. That's a wasted opportunity. That's Kwesi Paul. Not the best of touch. And has Alice will camp the nerves and try to defend this one. Yes, Aldo. That's a lovely ball into Hasselhoff box, but it's been dealt with once again. Not the best of touch from Mauli. It's brought back. Yes, Ruben Hennes, he puts it onto the far right hand side. Giorgio's side. That's a lovely run, isn't it? But it's been stopped by Ramsey. That's a very beautiful play. For the heights, isn't it? Oh, that's very painful, isn't it? Very, very painful. And you can understand why Steven Apiasari is on the turf, as well as a Spandau Hearts of Lions player. And he expects no other person but Satio Fori in the 18 jersey. Oh, that is quite painful. He's rushing into his marker, and they've been gifted with advantage. And the fans watching on eagerly from the stands, hoping that it will count for them. That's a lovely drive, but that's a big opportunity that has been wasted. I was just thinking he could have option for only it's just a short pass to one of his colleagues, but decided to go for the long drive. That's quite over ambitious hit. And this man has been very calm between the two sticks. Benjamin Asari becoming a court hero in his Hasselhoff setup. Yes, Mauli. And they give up possession. Giorgio say. There they'll have to quickly build something before he trying to look for a point, but couldn't pick him. That's Kwame Opon. Also failed to start in the previous game against Adriana Stats, but he's replaced Yao Dansu into this game. Set to say, we'll have to twist and turn. They call him the dribbling magician. That's a foul by Ramsey. And you can see, this is lovely, isn't it? Quite iconic. But just stay away from Spandau Hearts of Lion. You can see how Ramsey really tracked that ran quite well. That's a necessary foul, isn't it? Seto said again, well, let's give it a very tough activity. There it is, back the Heart of Lion players. And they need to really keep an eye on that man. He's got all the skills, he's got all the panache, he's got all the quality. Unless to trouble this Heart of Lion side. And then they'll have to go again. That's another lovely touch from Kwesipon. Set to side. And still set to side, but there's somebody that is down. And Anglish and referee Daniel Lai. Unless will halt the game to ensure that he's attended to. It'll be quite painful. Just wondering exactly who might be at the receiving end of that. Looks to be Eugene Boateng, the man in the 19th shirt. And you can see why the game has been halted a bit with the likes of Ebenezer Aban, unless you make a bit of complaints to the referee, Daniel Lai. And they really need to keep this man very, very. But he's good to continue with the game. That's a big relief for this Heart of Lion side, especially Coach Bashir Effort, but some beautiful faces on the screen. There's Ramsey, and it's back to his defensive line. Looks to be Kevin Osesibe, puts it into the box, and he picks Benjamin Asari.
Yeah, so far. Yeah, so the game has the intensity of the game so far is quite interesting. Heart of Lions making sure they create some chances for themselves. Hasselhoff so far also trying to create some chances for themselves. They are in to make a revenge after that 2-0 defeat in the first round of the league.
Yes, Kunedu Yabdom, that's a lovely hit up front, trying to pick Hamza Issa, couldn't pick him. But there's the Hearts of Lions once again who picked it up from their own area. Ismail Aldo. Ejinemi in his back to Ismail Aldo. Here's Sachi, not the best of pass. And then Spectre. And it's back to Ejinemi Boateng once again. What a lovely play it's becoming. Pegs Kojo Ben Jr. But it's been sandwiched between two players. And again, that onslaught will break down, unfortunately. Well, 10 minutes into the game already, and the fans are really enjoying themselves out here. They are not under pressure at all, given the fact that we've got so much minutes to play for in this fixture.
I think the game is meeting the expectation. High intense of play. Look at Heart of Lions. They are physical. They are playing physically. They are aggressive from those individuals out there. It's making the Hasselhoff be suffering to create lots of chances here. But I think Hasselhoff, well, Heart of Lions also making every incursion to prevent them from getting the opener.
Well, that's Seto saying your shot at the moment. The man who has been tipped as the replacement for Sani Mohammed. After really besting into the scene in the first half of the season, he's now far away in Denmark.
Yeah, and we all know his quality. Seto for Ashanti Gold 3 seasons back. He's a very creative player. He comes on board with that vast experience in the league, bringing balance in that Hasselhoff midfield. I think in everything being put together, he will be an upgrade over Sani Mohammed. But Sani was on top form before making a transfer move to Denmark.
Well, let's see Hasselhoff in their last home matches. They've won 4, they've drawn 2, lost 2, scored 8 goals and conceded 4. But here's Kevin Osesime with the opportunity at least to hit this one forward. Hamza has a touch. Here's Sampedu. Oh, killed it in. That's Chrissy Pont. That's it. A track from behind, and again, guess who is the culprit? And you can see Ouattara very furious on the touchline. And he's expecting a better play from his charges. That's a very clear foul from Rafael Ponsa. Here's Aban for Hearts of Lions. We'll send it down to the far side. Here's Ramsey. Nauli. Sampedu, not the best of touch. Done quickly. Here's Wire, he's got a pace. And this is why Hearts of Lions need to be careful. Hamza is arriving. Oh my goodness, that is well directed from Ruby Hennessy. But again, Lawrence Osei makes the catch.
Great run from Mawuliwayo, who lofted in that very good cross into the box. But situation was cleared by the defensive line of Hearts of Lions. Great move from Mawuliwayo.
Here's Janim once again. Here's Sachi. Chrissy Pont. A bit of confusion there, but advantage will stay with the away side, I guess. And certainly you expect Bismarck him to come for it. But here was a danger. It's a shift build up from the home side. Sachi is back to Ebenezer Aban. And as George will say, it's another lovely build-up from the far right-hand side. Hit it in, and this has got to be very careful. And it's closing in, and it's tapped away by Michael Ampedu.
Michael Ampedu coming in to clear the danger. Yeah, he happens to be one of the best players for Hasselhoff the season 2023-2024. Playing at the right back. Is one of a modern day fullback. When he surges forward, he's very, very efficient. When he's defending, you will always doff your heart for him. So no wonder now everything has been settled between him and the Hasselhoff team, and he's back into the Fools. He played against Baseke Holy Stars, and he has started this game as well. So let's see how he competes with the likes of Yaya Dramani, but we've known his qualities as well. So let's see how he wins that position at the expense of his competitors.
But Fernand is dropping to the middle and is all the way back to the skipper of the side. That's a very tricky play, isn't it, from Benjamin Asari, but Hasselhoff managing to run out of danger. Set to say that's a lovely play, looking for Mauli. Managed to keep it. Hasselhoff entering in. There's Hamza managing to keep his control, brings it back, and is tapped away by Ebenezer Aban, picked by Ejani.
That was a great pass, a long drive from Seth Osei. Another quality pass from a quality player. Mawuliwayo making all the runs, and the defense did justice to that situation. Else Hasselhoff could have been out by a goal.
Well, here's Mark Cressipon with 6 goals so far to his credit. He's giving a very stiff opposition. But here was a chance that fell the way of Hasselhoff. Hamza really struggling to find his body balance. Well, as it stands, it's Hearts of Lions who are second on the league log with 34 points. Also Fox still in that 5th position with 31 points as well. But here comes Kunedi Yadam. Gets there fast, but not the best of idea. You ask me to be sincere.
Yeah, he could have read the game so well before making that clearance. He cleared the ball to even more of a danger zone had it not been his teammate being available in that situation.
But here they go again. It's Ismail Aldo, very promising chap. And they give away possession. Yes, Wayo. And it's the same old story. Yes, Aldo. Alban picks it. And they decide to find Lawrence Osei. George Osei will now come into the fray. There's been a lot of distributions in their own territory. Not in a hasty, always trust for it. Taking time to really pull House of Folk out of their defensive shells. But they've been rewarded with advantage as they try to push a lot of bodies forward. Certainly it's another throwing advantage.
Heart of Lions making sure they play to a style, they are playing to a system that will edge them win the game over Accra House of Folk. And they have the quality, they've beaten them already in the first leg, and that's their motivation coming into this game. And especially when House of Folk this season are not performing better at home than when traveling.
All Saints, 19th of February 2012. It's been 10 matches played up till now between these two sides, with both teams winning 4 at pace and 2 ending in stalemate. Sejini Sachi back to Rupin Hennessy. Sabdo Rupin Jr. Sejini has got a leg, has got a quality, bends it over, but that is absolutely blasted wide. Looking to hit the 20th minute mark. And it's still the same old story. These two sides really trying everything possible to see who is going to break the deadlock. What has been futile so far in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes down already, and we are having a very good game at hand. House of Folk, Heart of Lions, obviously, as always, you would want to watch these two teams play, and you could clearly see the kind of quality of play they are displaying this evening here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Oh, that's set to say that's a lovely play. Ampedu. That's why he's trying to win it. And he's taking against him. And the fans absolutely very disgusted about that decision. Well, talk about Seto Sai. He's 25 years of age, born 15th of September 1999 in Techiman. Has played for so many teams, the likes of Wafa, 11 Wonders, Ashanti Goat, Baladiat El Mahala in Egypt, Hapoel Al Kafa in Israel, TS Galazi South Africa, and he's returned home to play with the Phobians.
He's got all the qualities, he's got all the experience, he's got all the skill sets to help this House of Folk team grow. And I think him coming in, he will need some time, he will need some game time before we will see the real Seto Sai we used to know at Ashanti Gold.
Yes, Kevin Osesibe, the best of pass. They'll rush out for a train advantage to the away side. Well, a complete opposite story of the experience in last season's Ghana Premier League, where they were nearly relegated. And so far it's been so good for them under the stewardship of the experienced Basiru Hayford. Stephen Asari still on the turf, but the game will wear on. Well, Hearts of Lions coming from the far side. Here they need to be careful. That's a lovely 10. This can be a bit dangerous. Saninator hits it and it's stopped. It's Kevin Osasibe. It's missed by Obin Jr. That's a real miss.
Yeah, Heart of Lions trying to take an advantage of Hasselfolks, of our reliance at the back. And these are players Hasselfolk should be wary of. These are players Hasselfolk would have to make sure they do something better to prevent them from scoring. They are very, very good side, although they are not scoring that much in the Ghana Premier League, but they are very solid side defensively in that midfield combativeness, then in their final third. So they are having these players, the likes of Obin Jr., Emmanuel Sechi. They are very, very skillful players and very dangerous as well. So Hasselfolk, their defense should do well to keep the situations.
Well, this is the 6th home game for Hasselfolk as far as the last 7 encounters are concerned. And here's Bismarckini. Sent across by Benjamin Asari, goes there and makes the rescue. That's a lovely idea. Well, I was just talking about Hasselfolk home qualities in terms of what they've been able to do so far. Lost against Gold Stars at this venue, but beat Vision FC, and they sent to Bekum Chelsea and even Legon Cities. They've been quality on the road as well, but it's not been the result they've desired in the last 2-3 matches. To just look at that, still that brand. Stephen Asari. Certainly a free kick, and that's a big opportunity to see if the Phobia can push forward. And it's the man to do the magic for them, Michael Ampedu. So many Hasselfolk players now in Lions box, hoping to receive the ball. Well, the big question is, can Michael Ampedu deliver a well-tailored one? "25 minutes. It's a lovely play in. It's going to be a bit dangerous. It's punched away. Samuel Amofa. Let's get into that trouble against George say. They're not the best of play, isn't it, into the channel?
Yeah, I think the position he's playing today is not favorable enough to him. Playing at the left side as a left back, he has played more minutes for Hasselfolk as a centre pair, partnering Calvin Osei-Esibe. We've known their partnership to be one of the best in the league, especially in the first round of the season. Now today he's been shifted to play as a left fullback for Accra Hasselfolk, and clearly he has not been of his best so far in the game. But I think Hasselfolk still have the likes of Ransford Mensah and Emmanuel Mankwao on the bench. These are players, they can play, they are naturally left-footers, they can play there. So let's see, maybe for some tactical reason, that is why he's been opted to play in that position tonight.
Yes, NSC finds Ejanim. Nearly tripped into the ground, but he managed to hold his guard. Sorry, it's a lot of tussle down the middle, but it's picked by Obin Jr. It's back to Ampedu on the right hand side, and he'll have to search for it. Looking for Mauliwayo. That's another lovely play, but it's got so much power and it's brought across. And there's nobody there to connect. Always beyond the byline already. And that's a goal kick. It was just a very strong hit. And the striker couldn't really hatch onto it. Now all you can hear the singing, drumming, especially from the Hearts of Lions fans, but for the Phobian fans who are in the majority, they've been very silent in the stand. Eagerly waiting to see what happens in the rest of the minute we've got in this game. Yeah, sad to say, but there's a man down. It's becoming a bit awkward with the way Hearts of Lion players are just really tripling through the ground, but especially due to the physicalness of the game. Maybe you expect experienced FIFA referee Daniel Aye to exert his authority on the game.
Yeah, Hearts of Lions have been solid at the back so far. Same as Accra Hearts of Oak. Hearts of Lions have had one or two chances. They couldn't make it into fruition. Hearts of Oak similarly had their fair share. They couldn't also find the back of the net. Credit now to goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. He's been a fantastic goalkeeper so far for Hearts of Lions. But I think the game has been in the midfield battle. Hearts of Oak dominating play from the midfield. Hearts of Lions using the wings play. Kwejo Obin Jr. and the likes of Nana Opon, they are using them to outpace Hearts of Oak fullbacks. But so far, it's been a ding-dong affair. Hearts of Oak having their share of possession, same as Hearts of Lions. First half, it doesn't look likely we might.
Yes, Opon, that's a lovely play. Betis Makai waiting for a bit of support, but still looking for a lot of options. As it's being closed down by this Hearts of Oak defensive line, but that's quite awkward, isn't it? After all the enterprising play, he just chooses to hit the ball to nobody in particular. Ramsey, that's a big chance. That's Hamza. This could be big. Hamza! Oh my goodness, what a miss! Can you believe that? Absolutely an empty net, and the striker just hit it beyond the roof of the net.
That is a poor finish from Hamza Issa. Poor one from Hamza Issa. Look at that pass. He had the opportunity 1v1 versus goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. He also had the time to think and to make the final delivery. I think that is a poor one. Looking at his level of striker from last season, he was all over the place for Accra Hearts of Oak. This season, he has not been of his best in terms of goal scoring, but this should have been a goal to his name at least.
Well, you can see most of the Hearts of Oak fans are put to their feet. They don't have to get back into their self. Very disappointed with the way their late marksman just blasted that one wide. Yes, Ismail Aldo, they need to be careful, but again, there's so much power behind it. And that's a goal kick. And you can see Basuri fought, unless it's been given a weird hot alert from the bench. Unless he needs to be on his feet now and issue a bit of instruction.
Yeah, he was not happy with the way his defenders left a huge vacuum at the back. He was not able to keep the situation out there. Hence, had it not been Hamza Issa's woefulness, Hearts of Oak would have been up by a goal. So he was not happy with his defenders, how they left that vacuum.
Well, certainly, I cannot just understand how Hamza Issa really missed that big opportunity. But well, it's part of the game. And perhaps he's got maybe several opportunities to prove his wealth. That's a bad decision. Christopher Bismarcking him. Ismail Aldo. And it's back to Aldo once again. That's it, Janim. Looking arriving, but again couldn't just arrive early to hit it. And it's the former Hearts of Oak man, Kojo Engineer, who arrives a shell late. And you cannot blame him. Of course, the angle on the ball was just too high for him.
he nearly let his side down. Kunedu Yadom, with all the experience, is guarded, playing for Wafa, back to Accra Hasufuk, traveling all the way to play in the Ukrainian league. Coming back now with the experience, he's guarded at the back. This, you cannot just give this 40 pass, and I think he was very, very indecisive, and the opportunity and the final decision he took was a poor one. Only that at the end of the day they managed to save the situation at the back.
That's a lovely strike from Ramsey outside of 18 yard. And again, he's back in the question of whether he's really got the power to stop goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. It's obviously not sighted. Just look at it. Ramsey has got some lovely fit. But not this time. He would have to wait. Here's Uppan deciding to step up a bit. Finds Ejani. The flag is already up. Well, it's 33 minutes and a few seconds, and the story is still the same. Well, talking about Hamza Issa, scored against Bekum Chelsea, did same against Kerala United, and also on the score sheet against Young Apostles, and same against Betem United. At the same venue. But you can see the composure of these Hearts of Lion players, but Hasselhoff trying to build something from the far right hand side, and it's back to Kunedu Yadom. It's back to him again. Maybe expected to lead the defensive line of the 21-time Ghana Premier League champions, and you can see this woman always very iconic. Anytime she flashes on the screen. Yes, Ampedu into the box. Hamza, that's a lovely touch. Again, really taking so much time. And Hearts of Lions really walking out of danger once again. Yes, Uppan. He'll push it onto his far right hand side. It's lifted deep now. They will have to come from the right hand side. That's another rusty tackle coming in from Steven Asari. We'll talk about this one. Her love for the club is absolutely unparalleled. And you can see her facial expression, absolutely lovely. In case you're watching well, whether you are watching on Metro TV, whether you're watching on AFA TV, GFA app, or wherever you're watching us from. Lovely scenes from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Yeah, up 35 minutes done. Hasselhoff, they are letting themselves down, and I think some individual players would have to up their game. Kunedu Yadom at the back in that midfield. It seems Hasselhoff are losing it. You will see Ebenezer Aban driving through to the midfield to initiate the attack for Heart of Lions. I think the Hasselhoff midfield needs to be strengthened. The Hasselhoff midfield needs to be put together. The awareness of the players in the middle would have to battle it out with the likes of Ishmael Ado, the likes of Christian Ejeni Boateng in that midfield shape.
Well, hold on, that was a beautiful interception by Michael Ampedo. Yes, Ejeni trying to steal his way into Hasselhoff box, but that's a clever defending, using experience. Has got under his sleeves, and he wins the hearts of the fans here. That's Michael Ampedu, very experienced customer, very difficult to really handle down the right hand side. And as my co-commentator mentioned a few minutes ago, the likes of Emmanuel Amankwa, unless we need to really lift their shoe if they really want to compete for a place in this team with the return of this man. Yes, Paul brought down in a centre cycle. And again, that's a spot on call from referee Daniel Lai. We're less than 9 minutes to play for. And still barring between these two sides. Let's quickly take it down to the left hand side, looking for Obin Jr. And it's straight into the arms of Benjamin Osari, who picks it. He's not got any troubles at all. Captain clean sheet out of 16. And it tells you of his pedigree. It's quite unfortunate here. No trust for it. There's still Heart of Lions keeping possession. It's brought across. That's a lovely one. Hits him from inside of his boat. Here's Chopin. Edging him. Bismarck in him. Here's Christian once again trying to find a bit of narrow space in that Hasselhoff defense. There's a big trouble, but the flag stays down. Obin Jr. twisting and turning, and is pushed off his path. So much action in the last few 30 seconds. Here's Bismarck in him again, and it's Heart of Lions trying to cause a bit of havoc in the Phobbians defensive setup. And again, they are a bit disappointed with the decision. And will stay where the Condo lacks. Yes, it's Menaldo, but it's picked up by Satosai. And it's brought down. Wins the sympathy of the referee.
Yeah, Hasselhoff would have to be very, very cautious at the back, especially on the left side of defense. You earlier on witnessed that situation between between Kwesi Opon and Samuel Amofa, and I think Samuel Amofa is not having the best of his game. Then Hasselhoff would have to find something to do with the left back position, because I think he's not been the best so far. He's not been the best so far for Accra Hasselhoff, and that position, the left back of Accra Hasselhoff, happens to be the creative channel of Heart of Lion. So they would have to find something better to do. Coach Abubakar Ouattara, clearly maybe after first half he will do something.
Well, it's 40 minutes already with just 5 minutes left in this encounter, and that's a long drive up front from the Phobbians. We're trying everything possible to see if they can return to winning ways. Well, again, that Hamza being a culprit. And it's George Osai who was fouled on that occasion. It's a lovely touch earlier on by Ruben Hennessy, when Hamza just running into his man. Yes, Christian picks it. Because Japan was trying to create a bit of avenue down the left hand side, but here's set to say. Just want to keep it alone. And it's becoming quite interesting. And once again drawing another yellow card. Well, let's just have a sight of it. Well, he picked the ball somewhere between two Heart of Lion players. And you can see that is an absolute rest still between them. It's a better angle for you to have a sight of. So confirmation. Yes, the man in the 18 shirts for Isachi, the latest to get into the book of referee Daniel Lai. Now, at least they've got the opportunity to regroup from the back. And as Lawrence to say, here's Apan, back to his goalkeeper. And Subi Hennessy drops it back to his captain. Still have to take their time to construct something. It's a lovely header from Kennedy Adam, but it's picked by Obin Jr. Ample of space, and Hassan needs to be careful. Decides to retract back. Finds Ejini. He has base marking him. He has Kojo Obenjini. Goes for the power there and misses by Wiska. Not a bad idea, but again, the question was always going to be whether he's got the accuracy on that ball. Unfortunately, he fails to direct his kick.
Yeah, I think he's also got the quality. He's also had the experience in terms of the Premiership. He's got all the experience in the Premiership. He's playing against his former, and he would allow. He would want to at least get a goal to punish his former, send a statement, because I think he wasn't the best for them, and now he has had the opportunity to move. So he's in to also get something to prove that yes, he's the Kojo Obin Jr. and when given the opportunity, he will be the best man to lead their team.
Yes, Batman Hearts of Lion, the flag says down. Hearts of Oak in a bit of trouble and is affected. Skuledu Yadom with a last minute save. And you can understand why. Shouting for a bit of inspiration. And they've considered a corner kick on the far right hand side. 43 minutes. Less than 2 minutes to play for, and the big question is how many minutes an experienced FIFA referee Daniel Lai is going to be added onto the first half department of the game as they try to bring in this corner kick, but it's a very wasted effort there as Ruben Hennessy is kick eluding everybody. And Ouattara on your screens once again. It's been very busy, issuing lots of instructions in the last 45 minutes. Here's Samperu. And Hasselhoff trying to drive into the channel. That's a bit of a play and it goes down. What's the decision of the referee? Well, absolutely it's a decision, but just wondering what the Zali is going to be. It looks to be that's the free kick, but here was the incident. And you can see that's a strong challenge from Jojo Say, just pushing his man to the ground. Well, confirmation 2 minutes of additional time as far as the first half department of the game is concerned.
Yeah, I think Hasselhoff is clearly missing the service of their midfield trio. Theophilus Collinson, Mohamed Hussein, and Sani Mohamed, who made a transfer, moved to Denmark in FC Horsens. And I think Hasselhoff are missing these players on the field of play. They are missing them, especially in that midfield battle.
Well, I see what they've got under their sniffs with this free kick in this 9 members of the game. And you can see Basu effort on the shaking of his head. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? Well, I see this could be a last minute kick. And let's see if the Philippines can take advantage of this opportunity. Ampedu is footed in and is well defended. That's a big play for Kojo Benjini. Boateng arriving. Sasime trying to close in. Obin Boateng is headed away, and again it's Michael Ampedu. Let's avert that danger.
What a clearance, what an intervention from Michael Ampedu, an experienced defender, a player I admire so much. Last season, to me, he was one of the best right backs in the Premier League. He had some issue with the team and he was not involved in action for the team the whole of the first round. Now he's back and he's delivering for the team.
Nasmauli hit us. Was trying to pick Seto Setback, couldn't pick him. There's Ismailado, and that could be the last action of the game that is picked. But has the Fox set to say while you're in ample of space. Absolutely, that's a wasted opportunity, but still they managed to keep in it. That's a lovely hit. Oh my goodness! And it's well taken care of by Lawrence Osai. What a stop. That is a real heroic serve there from the goalkeeper. And that obviously ends it. What a way to end this first half department of the game. Drama upon drama. Just watch it. That was wild when the last minute hit. Comes off the woodwork. And Hearts of Lions staying intact in the game. And that would have been a big inspiration, isn't it? From Mauli Wayo, who thought this ball has ended at the back of the net. And it came, crashed the woodwork and returns back into the arms of goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. It's a real hit, isn't it? And I already told you that this fixture has got everything. The rivalry has gotten it. And at least watching what you can attest to that. Just watch it. It crisps the crossbar. And certainly, unless we're trying to really confirm every detail of that kick, because there'll be a lot of controversy as to whether it's landed at the back of the net or not. Well, that ends it for the first 45 minutes here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium between Hearts of Oak and Crown Hearts of Lion at the end of an intriguing 45 minutes. It's Hearts of Oak 0, Crown Hearts of Lion 0.
the first half.
And let's be realistic. After having the chance to watch the replay, we can emphatically say that the ball did not cross the line. When you look at the IFAB law, the whole circumference of the ball must cross the line. But this time around, the ball did not cross the line. So I think that the referee had the call.
I know a lot of people will be in their various homes and they will be arguing about the incident. But from where we stand
and having the chance of watching the second look at the goal.
So the ball did not cross the line. So the ball hit the two posts and did not cross the line.
So FIFA referee Daniel Lai had a call right. So we should give that benefit to him. And I think that the assistant referee also did very, very well, because looking at his position, if he was not positioned very, very well, he couldn't get that incident very, very right. So I think that for the referees, we have to give it to them. They had the call very, very right. But looking at the chance, wow, I thought it
was a clear.
It was a clear chance. But you know, we were talking about even the chance before Accra Suffolk had DS. Pando had the Lions. And look at that clearance from Ampadu. Excellent clearance. Nobody knew where he was coming from, but he just became the redeemer. He just became the savior for Accra House of Folk during this last hour. So to me, for the first part of the game, both teams have created enough chances, but just that they couldn't utilize their chances really well. Accra House of Folk, Pando Heart of Lions. If we should start, the game has been a midfield battle. When you look at Rafa and Ponsa, Seth Osei Maradona in the midfield for Accra House of Folk, they are combining really well. And when you go to Pando Heart of Lions, Ishmael Ado, then Ofori Sechi, they are also doing a great job. So what I've realized that they are relying on their wings. That's why they want to use. But when you watch Accra Suffolk very, very well, Mauli Wayo operating from the right side of the wings has been a big problem for him, because we know Mauli to be in front, he always stand on top of the attack. But this time around, he's operating from the left, and that has been a problem for Accra Suffolk.
Okay, so another angle have also come about the goal, but we will talk about that one later. Let's talk about Hamza's chance.
General, to me, coaches will tell you, as a striker, the moment you get to the final turf, I'm talking about the 16-yard box or the 18-yard box, you are the king. You take your time and execute that chance. Hamza needs no pardon for squandering this chance, because everybody thought this was a goal. What was he thinking about? You want to place the ball or what? Look at the position of the goalkeeper and look at where you balloon the ball to. To me, this chance does not call for a pardon, because to me, he has let his teammates down.
All right, okay, so let's talk about the goal again, the incident again, and the one we had an information that it did not cross, but upon the second, I'm told
a second look.
They are telling us right now that the ball did cross the line. So,
but if the ball did cross, they should look at the whole circumference of the ball crossed the line. That is what the laws say. If the whole circumference of the ball crossed the line, then it's a goal.
Exactly. But it's been an end-to-end action at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Beautiful game so far from both sides. But talking of Lions, they've created a lot of chances. When they get to the final third, it's been difficult for them to utilize the opportunities.
You know, the first, the match day 2 that they play at Pando, that is what I saw. But when they came back from the second half, they had that pep talk from their coach Bashir Hayford, and when they came, they were able to execute their chances. Now this time around, we've seen them squandering so many opportunities, but I can tell you, when they get back to the second department of the game, it's going to be a problem for Accra.
What do you think about Setosei? Fantastic.
You know, General Setosei.
Yeah.
People were thinking that he's G3, but he's not G3.
Very confident on the ball so far.
Very confident on the ball. But you know, where he's being placed, I think that Coach Ouattara needs to push him a bit forward to the attacking midfield, because where he's being fouled.
But when you push him, who is going to supply him with the balls?
No, once you have Rafa and Ponsa in,
okay, so
Rafa should come back a bit and let Seth Osei move forward, because when you look at where he's always being fouled, it's inside their final turf. But I think that if he's being pushed forward, we are going to see more of Setosay.
Okay, so what about Pando out of Lions? Ishmael, very solid in midfield. Look at the way he's stringing the passes, delivering. I mean, he's been fantastic so far in the first half for Pando out of Lions.
Before this game, I was telling you about Ishmael Ado, then Sechi. They play from the first round, so that telepathy is working. Ishmael is very, very confident on the ball. When he gets the ball, as if the eye is at the back, he knows where every pass is going. So to me, he has been excellent in midfield, and he has been the main problem of Accra House of Folk. That is why Accra House of Folk are not using the midfield, but they are trying to use the wings. Sechi on the other side is playing very, very well. But to me, what they need to do is they shouldn't allow Setosay to be handling the ball.
But exactly what they are doing. That's why they've been heckling him for about 6 times in the game in the first half.
You know Setosay, how he dribble. We know he's very, very skillful and that kind of stuff. But don't let him get the ball before you get close to him. Now, I was looking at Ishmael Ado. The moment Osei create a space, close that space. But when you allow him to get the ball, you are going to get a problem.
It's been difficult for Kwando out of Lions containing Setosay in the first half. A lot of injuries, a lot of incidents in the game. But it's been a beautiful game so far at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League. We're looking forward for the second half. Don't forget, it's live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. And this is the home of the Premier League. What should we expect in the second half? Very soon they will come out from their dressing room.
You know when we went to Pando, we saw a barren first half, but in the second half, Pando Heart of Lions did everything possible just to have that 2 wonderful goals from Kojo Obin Jr. And then Ishmael Ado. This time around, Coach Abubakar Ouattara in the second department of the game, General, I think that he needs to variate his system a bit, because I've not seen that kind of cohesiveness from Osei Sibe than Konadu Yadom. I think that their telepathy this time around is not working, because I've seen certain balls that comes in between them. Who to play the ball becomes a problem for Osei Sibe than Konadu Yadom. Now you are starting to play from the back. The moment Konadu Yadom had the ball, Osei Sibe will shift to the right. What should you do? Just swing your pass for Osei, but he will wait. When he see pressure is mounting on Osei, that is where he's going to pass the ball.
He releases the ball.
Yeah. Which is wrong. So to me, I think that Coach Ouattara should talk to them, because if not that, look at a 40 pass Osei gave. Only God knew where the defenders came to save Accra House of Folk. So to me, in the second part
are you
of the
talking
game,
of the Ampedu's clearance?
No, not the Ampadu clearance. Before Ampedu's clearance, he gave he gave a pass which went wayward. So to me, I think that it's because of the delayance of Konadu Yadom. You are starting to play from the back. There should be some agency in your play. But it seems that he has relaxed too much. You are not leading by a goal. The game is still barren, and as of folk want a goal. So to me, what I think is this: Coach Ouattara should have a pep talk with his guys and set us yes, we know he's a dribbler. We know he's a master dribbler. But this time around, there are certain balls that he gets, he needs to release the ball on time. Because the moment the players move and you don't release the ball, you turn before you release the ball, there will be an offside position. So to me, he's doing everything possible, but how he handles the ball, the time that he decides to release his balls, it should be timely. If not that, we will say he's doing a yeoman's job, but it's not yielding results.
All right. Okay. So I'm talking of the game tonight at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Interesting first half. Very soon the second half will commence. But Coach Bashir Rayford should also calm his bench down, his technical men down. You know, after the blast of the whistle to end the first half, they rushed onto the pitch and they confronted the match officials. I think they should calm down. They should focus on the game. Otherwise, the moment you lose concentration, it's going to affect your side.
Yeah, and I think that he shouldn't forget that he just came from a back of a band. So this time around, if you don't take care, and they've gotten a red card. I think that was Yamazua. He has gotten a red card. You know, and when you are playing these big guns, these are some of the decisions as it happens. And we all know referee Daniel Lai being Ghana's finest, the number one referee in Ghana. But at the end of the day, maybe some of the decisions are not going on their favor. When you look at all the 50-50 balls, they think that is going in favor of Accra House of Food. But I think that there is the time Coach Bashir Hayford should calm down, talk to his players, because the moment you start that, you are disturbing your players, you confuse your players, and if you don't take your time, it's going to have an adverse effect on them. So to me, as we said, we will plead with Coach Bashir Hayford. He should calm down. We'll ask for the referees officiating to go on. All that he needs to do, talk to your boys, execute your plans, and let them have a go or let them have a win. But when you continue to behave in this manner, I think it's going to have destroy every plan that you have for your boys. But not this time around. Let's also not take anything away from the central defensive pair of Heart of Lions. I'm talking about Rubin and Abba.
Excellent. They've been excellent so far in the first half. Okay, so very soon the second half will commence at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and it's live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, Alpha TV, Net2 TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. If you are home watching the game, enjoy the second half.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome back to the second half of this highly contested fixture. But you can see the two teams are already on the field as they're trying to at least get themselves into that position where they can continue with the second half of the game. Well, watching what, in case you've joined us from wherever you're watching us from, it is match day 19 of the Ghana Premier League and the first kick of this weekend. After first 45 minutes, both teams really settling for that stalemate. Must be very frank with you, it is Hasselhoff that came close on two occasions. The first one really ballooned by Hamza Issa, and the second one, of course, crossed the crossbar and came back into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Lawrence Osei, making sure that Heart of Lions stay intact in the game. For the second half, Hasselhoff will be kicking from right to left, whilst their opponents play from left to right in the white short and the light blue colors. So there we go for the next half. There's referee Daniel Lai already whistling for the commencement of the second half. As Rubin Hennessy returns it back to Lawrence Osei. He's to be very careful not to case it. Here's Aban. Really taking their time to build up from the back. That's where you expect these Hasselhoff players to be very vigilant. Yes, good job, Engineer. Well, the former Hasselhoff man has been very quality, at least trying everything possible to see if he can poach a goal against his former side. But on most occasions, Hasselhoff defense reading those dangers quite well, but he has a bit of trouble here, and it's just rose majestically beyond the bar line. 1 minute already into the first half. And it looks like we are going to pick up from where we left off. That intense drama, that intense scrutiny from these two sides. Sub-engineer looking to pick Paul, but it goes down. And he wins the sympathy of the referee. So that's Kwame Opon, who came in for Yao Dansu, who featured against Adriana Stars, but it's not even part of today's match day squad. Absolutely, that's a very ruthless tackle from Kunedi Adam. He's touching his marker from behind. And here they've got opportunity to see if they can try and cut open the defense of the Phobians. And guess who to do it? That's the man on the right-hand side of the defense, George Jose, who's been trusted with this opportunity. And that's a very football kick, isn't it? And it's back to Lawrence Jose. Well, the tempo of the game a bit calm at the moment. Not the high-stake game we saw in the first 45 minutes, especially in the dynamics. Teams not really very calm. They're being cautious of how they try to approach their opponent. Final third. Here's Janine trying to create something from the far left-hand side. Drops it. Versace. There's Wamba Ramsey. Amped who flashed it up front. Here's Steven Asari. He's got a lot of options, but finds Seto Sai. As they try to come from the right-hand side. Seto Sai, that's a lovely play. Finds Wayo, who is in there, kills it across, but there's nobody in the Phobian set to connect onto it. Here's Steven Asari, goes down, and certainly referee Daniel I points to the penalty spot. We're just 3 minutes into the second half. Well, wait, watching well, and let's have a look again. It looks like the Phobian dream certainly will be coming from the penalty spot, but here is the situation. Picked by Steven Asari. Let's see. Well, certainly there was a bit of contact. So you cannot deny that. But I swear that the contact was strong enough to result in that penalty. Obviously, the referee Daniel I was more closer to that scene. He'll determine that. And he points to the penalty spot.
Yeah, that's clearly a penalty incident. Clearly a penalty incident. And I think a brilliant play from Apia Asare to get Hasselfolk a penalty in the early start to the second half. And I think Hasselfolk have started the second half so well. Let's see what they do with this opportunity.
Well, guess who goes behind it? Yes, Mauli Wayo, the former Pipieni Ghost man. The man who's come on, especially in the second half, to rescue Hasselfolk on numerous occasions. It's the man who will be blessed with advantage to see if he can push the Phobians into the lead. Score 2 games against Accra Lions back at the Wafa Park in Sugakope. In the first round of the season's UPL. There's 15 minutes. And it's Mauli against Lorenzo Sain. That is in. Hasselfolk jumps into the lead. And Insanya is the man in the 25 jersey that opens match day 19 scoring account for the weekend. The super sub, this time around not a substitute, started, but he has just done his magic in the second half, where he is known for that.
Brilliant goal, brilliant delivery from Mauli Wayo. He has been one of the most important attacking players for Hasselfolk this season, especially when Hamza Issa this season is struggling to produce the numbers. He has been the main man for Hasselfolk, sometimes coming off from the bench and giving Hasselhoff the needed goals. He's done this countless times, and now in a very, very difficult game, in a very tense game, he puts the Phobians ahead.
Well, his 5th goal for the Phobians this season. And it means that the Hearts of Lions would have to try and check this game once again. After squandering so many opportunities in the first half department of the game, at least they've got something to rejoice about. Hearts of Lions sent inside Hasselhoff box. Pong couldn't reach it. Here's Aldo. Giorgio side goes for the shot. And again, Michael Ampedu clearing his line, making sure that the home side stays in touch in the game. And Sachi goes around his marker. Has got a lot of options. And Kwesi Pong, as well as Kojo Benjinia, but decides to hit it down to Giorgio said that's the one lifted in, and it's picked up by Benjamin Asari once again. He's got no troubles at all.
Yeah, I think this is a very, very good game. Hasselhoff have started the second half so well by way of getting a goal from the spot kick. Should they go on to win this game, it adds up to their points tally, making it 33 points, a point beneath the league leaders, Krobia Sante Kotoko, where Kotoko will be playing on Sunday in a very difficult away game against Insuatreman. Aside, they've won 5 home games and drawing 4. It will be very difficult, and Hasselhoff, with their quest to win the Ghana Premier League this time round, will manage to clinch all the 3 maximum points ahead of that crucial game. Now they are playing against a side who is also up there with 33 points. So Hasselhoff securing victory, they share points apiece, and Hasselhoff will use goal difference advantage over Hearts of Lions. So should they keep on, it will be an important victory for the Phobians.
And that's a strong challenge coming from Kevin Osasibe, who are really twatted at danger. 53 minutes, and Hasselhoff have been reduced to 10 men. With one of the players stretched off earlier. Well, I'll confirm to you who will be in stretch off. Not for now. It's a big clearance from their own territory. Hasselhoff now push it into the 4th place on the league log with 33 points at pace with the Hearts of Lions, but Hearts of Lions still maintaining their 3rd position in terms of goal difference. Here's Giorgio Say. Here's Pong coming in. It's 2-on-3. Kwesi Pong giving that opportunity. Counts of somebody. And finally, the Whistle has just gone. And this is where Hasselhoff needs to be very careful of allowing the away team so much opportunity and so much room to operate, if they really, really want to pick any point from this game. Also, that's clear indication the man who has been stretched off, certainly, Steven Piasari. And this was a great hit from Kwesi Pong. He was giving that ample of space to really try and create a bit of room, and the finesse of his touch absolutely blocked.
That was a very good block by Samuel Amufa to prevent Heart of Lion to get the equalizer here. I think
of touch. And the flag goes up. But again, we'll be hot a bit. It looks like we've got some new faces who will be thrown in. And that's a clear confirmation. Boateng coming in for Steven Piasari was stretched off. after creating that big opportunity that led to Hasselhoff first in this fixture. Well, Hasselhoff has got some crazy games away after this encounter. They'll be traveling to Bechem to take on Bechem United, as well as and they return home to take on Nation FC before traveling to take on Aduana Stars far away in Doma.
Yeah, very competitive, very strong teams ahead of Hasselhoff. They will be playing Bechem United, Aduana Nations. 9 total points. How many points are they going to amass out of this? But I think they've been performing in away games too. So let's see how things pan out for them ahead of these games ahead.
Well, that's Boateng with his first touch, walking straight into Hearts of Lions territory. Starts to track back. As Rafael Aponsa with a long hit, it's been blocked. Kwesipon. He's trying to go solo. It's a big foul. That'll be a cat situation, and it goes to Aponsa. Well, the first Hasselhoff player to be booked this evening.
Yeah, I think they've been playing in the first time. No card were issued to any Hasselhoff player, whereas Heart of Lions had 2. And in this half, Rafael Aponsa happens to be the first casualty for Hasselhoff being booked in the second half. I think they've been disciplined, they've been solid in that midfield, and I think now it will reduce the tempo, it will reduce his sense of attacking. But hey, I think he's got the experience, he's been the main man for Hasselhoff today in that holding midfield role. So let's see how he capitalizes on this, how he will cope with this to the end of the 90 minutes.
It's now back into the middle, picked by Ramsey. Is flashed up front. He's trying to look for the run of Mauli Wayo, but again, he's just nowhere close to the ball. And it's picked by Lawrence Osei. Yes, Kevin Osasibe trying to deal with that one. Wins it. Finds Boateng. Now scrapping up Boateng. Here's Ramsey. Just not too strong, but it's been given a real battle down there by George Osei. And yes, Ruben Hennessy, lots of twisting and turning. And you can see the frustration on the faces of these Hasselhoff players after that decision. We are quite to see with the final decision from the central referee. Sepon, well taken care of, is brought upfield. Sepon. Well, it's been a ding-dong battle and to end stuff. Yes, Bismarck lining up the shot, goes for the shot, but again it's Benjamin Osari who picks it up. At the right place to claim it.
That's a very good drive from Heart of Lions. I think Hasselhoff's defense is very, very difficult to break them down. They are finding it very difficult to penetrate through. Calvin Osesibe having his game. Samuel Amufa doing so well in that central. Kunedu Yadom in this second half, you could see that understanding they are playing so well, and so they would have to try something new to at least see whether they will get something better out of it. So it was just a super drive from him.
Well, that's a super drive, but the troubles for Hasselhoff continues. Kevin Osesibe is the next man to be carried off the field, and there'll be a lot of concerns for the man in the dugout for them, Coach Abubakar Ouattara. And you can see the fans and the official expressing absolutely. Well, that's a big blow. Kevin Osesibe is unable to continue and is being replaced by Emmanuel Amankwa.
That's a big blow to the Phobians. Very, very big blow. This is a player who has been the best player for Hasselhoff in their defensive setup. He has been all over throughout the season for them, and his absence. Let's see, Michael Ampedu made a transfer move from Nations FC. He was just super with his partnership with Razak Simpson in the season 2023-2024. He made a move to Hasselhoff. He's finding it very difficult to penetrate through Hasselhoff defense. He's finding it very difficult to compete with the likes of Samuel Amofa and Konedu Yadom. Now, he's also gotten the opportunity to showcase what he has for the Phobians.
Oh, certainly. That's all right, so for Sache going to the ground from the attacker. Now looks Ramsey looks to be the culprit, not excited about the final decision, but however, it's been taken against them. Oh, some lovely faces on the screens. For 62 minutes, and it still has to folk. We're hanging on to that goal from the penalty spot. Yeah, Safori drops it, finds Hennessy. And that's a lovely idea, bent inside, and Hasselhoff needs to be careful and send across, but there's nobody absolutely there to connect onto it. And Ampedu flashes it away. That was real danger, isn't it? Trouble upon trouble. And you can see where Kevin Osasebe stretched off under that condition. It looks like Hasselhoff needs to be more focused at the back and not give this Pandola so much opportunity to box them around in their own territory.
Yeah, something we've not seen throughout the season from Hasselhoff, the partnership of Samuel Amofa and Konedu Yadom. Now Emmanuel Amankwa would shift to the left back row, having Michael Ampedu at the right hand side, then Samuel Amofa and Konedu Yadom. Let's see how in the next minute to end the 90 minutes.
Well, hold on a bit, Krobia. That's a lovely ball flanked across, and that's absolutely has been well taken care of. That was a real danger, isn't it? Now it looks like the Hearts of Lion players have now got a confidence at least to detect the pace of the game right in Hasselhoff's territory, giving so much ample of space there, but he fails to find any of his colleagues with a lop over. Not the best of chip over, but again, it was well taken care of.
Yeah, I think they've got some difficult job to do at the back, Samuel Amofa and Konedu Yadom, to make sure they protect the only goal the Phobians have scored. If they are not adding up, they would have to protect this goal at the back, making sure they curtailed all the attacking threat. They kept the attacking dangers being caused by Heart of Lions. Then at the end of the day, they make sure Hasselhoff come out as victors in this particular game.
Well, 64 minutes. And this is the story. Hasselhoff won, and Ouattara keeps on pushing his lads at least to increase their tally on the score sheet. He's been one of the most controversial coaches in terms of how he responds to some questions. But again, he's got a very nice personality, a very friendly coach. You cannot take that away from him, but sometimes he's just too emotional. Yes, Kwesi Paul or Benjini, ample of space, and that could be a bit dangerous, but again, it's just feeble and a spectre by Benjamin Asari. And it's becoming worrying how Hasselhoff are really letting their guns down in the final third of their own territory.
Yeah, a shot like this is not going to cause any problem to Benjamin Asari, who happens to be Hasselhoff's best player this season, in my opinion. He has been the leader for the team at the back. He has been the main man for them. And there has been couple of times, couple of occasions, making sure he saves the clubs, he aids them in a very difficult moment in the post. And today happens to be one of the days for him. He's enjoying the game. He's been in the post. He has dealt with all the dangerous attacks. And I think clearly at the end of the day, he's making sure Hasselhoff supersedes and clinch the 3 maximum points.
Well, here comes Hearts of Lions once again. Very patient anytime they are building up. Looks to be another long shot. That's a lovely drive, and again it's pumped away by Benjamin Osari. Oh boy, you've got to credit this goalkeeper. He's really got his axe fixed onto the ball, and it's been the real difference in tonight's game for them.
That was a very good strike, very good drive from Nana Kwame Opon. He was on the score sheet when they defeated Hasselhoff in the first round of the league by 2-0.
Well, he's been very clear with his colleagues. Well, wait a minute. Yes, Bismarck in him. Big chance, and again it's turned away by Emmanuel Amankwa. And that's a big clearance. Ismail Aldo fails to really keep it well. Sachi has been invited into the fray. Set to say. That's a lovely turn away from his two markers. It's still set to say. Still set to say. And he wins the advantage. And it's frustration galore now for these Hearts of Lion players. Oh my goodness. What a slick fit. Very agile anytime he's trusting for it.
Yeah, he's been the main man in the game from both sides. He's won most fouls in the game so far. And I think that's what Hasselhoff needed in the first round of the season. And now he's in. He only needs to be in his element. He only needs lots of time, lots of game time to find himself where he belongs, how we used to know him at the Ashanti Gold during his days in Ashanti Gold. And I strongly believe that said that we know when he's in his element, he adds a lot to his side. His quality has never been in doubt.
Well, talking about Setosai, one of the few faces that have also joined Hasselhoff is Abdulaziz Adam from Tamale City, one of the top scorers in the Division 1 League, 13 matches, and he scored 9 goals, at least attracting Coach Abubakar Watara and the technical team. Just maybe he could be coming in. Yes, Paul has drifted to the right hand side, but again Amankwa averting that danger. That's grabbing a Boateng. Comes of somebody. An advantage will stay with the home team as we approach the 70th minute mark with less than 20 minutes to play for.
Yeah, so far so very good for Hasselhoff. I think they are losing the midfield battle to Heart of Lions, the likes of Emmanuel Forisechi, the likes of Ishmael Ado. They are winning all the 50-50 balls. They are winning the midfield battle, and Hasselhoff would have to make some change if they are to maintain the 1-goal lead. If they are not adding up, I think there is more time for Heart of Lions to find the equalizer, and Hasselhoff would have to make sure they block all the channels to maintain their lead.
Yes, Amankwa, lovely flick, finds Kwabena Boateng, who makes his way now into the box. A lot of over elaboration, and he wastes it. And the crowd really roaring. You can understand why the coach sometimes is a bit furious on the touchline. Work rugby is just difficult sometimes. You wonder how some of these big players, fluff the opportunities they get. And at the end of the game, most of the fans tend to blame the head coach.
Over elaboration. This is not a time to show your skill set. This is not a time. The team needed a goal, so you make sure you do the primary thing to help the team.
So to say, returns it back to Ampedu. He was trying to find some options, which is a bit limited, but managed to find Rafael Aponsa. That's a long drive in. As Kabina Boate once again gives away that glorious opportunity. Ramsey and Hennessy clears his line. Picked up by Obeng Jr. Stopped by Rafael Aponsa, but again Obeng Jr. managed to keep it. It's McKinney. Cresipon, and it's been cleared away by Kunedu Yadam. And you can see he's trying to stabilize the back now with his experience, Kunedu Yadam. Now there's been a lot of attack upon attack from this away team. Back the Hearts of Lions, especially from the far left-hand side where they've got their strength. It's in. This is a big trouble, and again it's touched by Benjamin Asari. And the big question is, how many times would that man between the two sticks keep them intact into this game?
Yeah, he has always been. He has always been. And look at this situation. He has saved the club. And I think Hasselhoff would have to do a lot of blocks, a lot of interceptions, because from now to the 90 minutes, Heart of Lions will come at them time and time again.
This was a big opportunity by the skipper once again coming into the fray, at least to save the situation. Had 10 with the Black Galazes, and unfortunately couldn't really qualify for the African Championship. Lost to Nigeria far away in Abuja after drawing blank here in Accra. As Bismarck in him gives the ball away to Setosei. He's trying to lift it over. That's a lovely touch from Amankwa. Nice Boateng. Okay, and it's been a bit problematic for Boateng since he came on. And he's now trying to settle into the temperature of the game. And that was a quality display from Emmanuel Amankwa. Was slotting perfectly since coming in for Kevin Osasibe. Oh, stretched off. That's going to do Yatum. It's a bit of confusing. Now the game will resume. Well, the referee just asking that it should be placed at the right place, and finally it's being lifted over. That's Hamza. He's been very quiet in the second half department of the game. And then I see will be warned by this experienced FIFA referee, Daniel Lai. We'll talk about Daniel Lai. He's got a very, very rich resume. Became a referee at the age of 17 back in 2005. By age 24, he has already officiated the first Ghana Premier League match between DMI and Bekum Chelsea. Has been one of the respected referees on the continent as far as CAF and FIFA duties are concerned. Here's Asifel trying to come forward once again through the middle. That's a lovely hit. Amankwa Kane picked it. He picks it. He's running out of options. As he's been surrounded by this blue shirt colored players of Pando Hearts of Lions. Sampedu set to say arriving. Yes, Wayo picks it. Yes, why again? Goes for a shot, comes off and nobody. Oh, ricochets off Hamza Issa. And you can see the fans really jumping onto their feet.
Yeah, that was a brilliant one from Hamza Issa, taking on 1-2 players and making sure he strikes with power. Just that Maule Wayo couldn't get a hand on the ball. I think that was a super strike from him.
Well, there now we've got lots of substitution coming in, and the man on your screens at the moment in 15 jersey, Aiden. It's one of the quality players that have been captured this season by Kwando Hearts of Lion. A man with enormous rich CV. Wafa graduate. Was one of the chaps that went for trials with Genk back in 2022 after having a spectacular season in the Ghana Premier League back then with Wafa. And he's just coming for Christian Boateng. And it looks like Hatsufok are gradually trying to really defend this one goal cushion. Yeah, they'll have to get again, but this time around the option through the middle. Decides to hit it to the flank. He couldn't really pick it. Outside them, who's just come in. Well, look like Asma, Patrick Asma is getting ready to come on. And we might also be seeing Hamza Issa retracted in the game. As we have Aziz. So Aziz is coming in. The man from the second tier of Ghana football. Played with Tamale City. Scored 9 goals in 13 matches. And finally, here he comes to enjoy the taste of what real men do in Ghana. That is the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, a good time for these two young guys to make their debut for a big club as Accra Hearts of Oak. Abdulaziz signing from Tamale City, who sits on second in the Division 1, Zone 1A, now making his debut for Accra Hearts of Oak. Then Asma, who also signed from Nagot. So I think two young, talented players making their debut for Hearts of Oak. Let's see how they get things done in the field of play. It's not easy from Division 1 straight to Accra Hearts of Oak. It's not easy, but I think Hearts of Oak are up, and Abdulaziz is in for to show his attacking prowess, what he adds to Hearts of Oak's attacking efficiency. So let's see from them what they bring on the table for the Phobians.
Also two players coming in, Kwesi Asma and Abdulaziz Adam. Two players coming in. And you see Ramsey have been also retracted. But yes, Kwando Hearts of Lion trying to see if they can find equalizer. Yes, Jojo say. Here they'll have to go again. Really trying everything possible at least to get themselves back into the game. And it's a bit understandable. Here's Aldo. Here's Osei. Kersipon and comes off somebody. And definitely that is Emmanuel Amankwa. Hennessy. Esmel Aldo once again. You can see the man in the 29 jersey, Sidova Sante, trying to really force his way out. Okay, support has just been retracted. And we've got another player coming in attack. Those just been flashed in by Coach Bashir Hayford. But they've got a free kick. It's lifted deep. And it's headed away by Samuel Amofa. So that confirmation of the substitutions for you. Instead of Asante. And the man who just came in, that's Atta, trying to find a bit of space. And Hasselhoff needs to be careful. Ended up winning the corner kick. He was just looking for the immediate impact since coming in. Instead of Asante. And that would have been something riveting. Now the concern is how these Hasselhoff players really watched instead of Asante struck that ball. Upon gives the ball away to Upon. They're still Upon looking for a bit of space. Finds instead of Asante. Oh my goodness, nearly finding the mouth of the net. But again, and a stinger on the ball, just too high to be kept below the crossbar. That is a real hat-trick for the Hasselhoff fans who are watching across the world.
Yeah, that was a very good hit from Emmanuel Sechi. He tried his possible best to guess Hearts of Lion to equalize the goal, but I think it was way off target.
Well, 83 minutes with just 7 minutes left in normal time. Oh, Sidov Asante was on a score sheet against Adriana Stars on match day 18. Well, Sachi needs to be careful. That is not the best of attitude. Needs to be a bit relaxed. And just lucky to run away with that situation. And let's foot it up into Hasselhoff boss. But again, yes, Ismail Aldo. Bismarck in him. Back to Ismail Aldo. And playing on the ball. The far left hand side. Hasselhoff set to say, trying to come forward. That's a slick pass, but couldn't pick the man he was being looking for, searching for in Aziz. Couldn't pick him. Just a very weak pass. Here they go again, set to say. Here's Aziz, not the best of pass. You can see the fans are a bit disappointed, the players themselves, but Hearts of Lions will continue from there. Here's Sidov Asante. Here's George Osei trying to push his men up front. We'll drag it across to the far left hand side. And here's Sapon. And it's put it away by Samuel Amofa. Hasselhoff just clearing everything on their path, just to ensure that they keep a very clean sheet in the next 5 minutes. Barring whatever time FIFA referee Daniela is going to add onto this game. That's a bit of danger attack. And because it came off, referee Daniela, they would have to restart all over again, pressing the restart button. Happen, covering quite well, brings it back. into his own box. Here's Aldo, gives up possession. And set to say. I can see well, not interested in any of that. Retaliated back.
Yeah, he's had a very fantastic debut for Glorious Accra Hearts of Oak. The Phobians will see this to be continued in their subsequent games they will be playing. If Setose is fully fit and he finds his momentum, they have in a jewel to help build the team, help push the team to achieving their goal this season.
Well, talking about Setose, 25 years of age, I've already told you, played for the likes of Hapel Al Kefasaba. He also played for 11 Wonders at the point. And that's the confirmation of the yellow card to Setose. Looks like the away team is really running out of options. They've got some difficult fixtures coming up after this game. On Monday, 20, 21 and 22. Lotto sits home to Dreams FC on March day 20. They'll be traveling away to Bibiani when it takes on Bibiani Gold Stars and will return home to take Mediama FC. Well, here's Steven Apiasari and Kevin Osesibe having a bit of chit-chat. It's brought up front once again. That's a big touch on Sachi. Goes down, he's always in a haste. This man in the 18 jersey. So Aldo is going off for Dennis Otto to come in. He's had a very exciting game. It's unfortunate that he ends up on the side that looks to be losing in today's fixture. I don't count out Hearts of Lions out of the game yet. They've got 1 minute more. And the time that will be added on from the officials. That's Asma. Then a good player who's just came in. That's him again on the ball. Quincy Asma trying to track forward. That's set to say. Ampedu. Amofa. Trying to look for Aziz, but couldn't pick him. Well, 90 minutes is up and looks like we might be doing 4 minutes of additional time. And Pedro once again covering so well at the back. And you can see Raphael Ampensound also going down. But you can see the complaints from the Hearts of Lion officials. Quite fascinated by the number of minutes that have been added on. This was another crazy moment in the game. Well, that's another colliding. Madifa Left hand side between the goal scorer, Maoli, and Bismarck in him. And the two players going onto the ground. Well, interestingly, Crown Hearts of Lions have just won 2 games away in their last 5 fixtures. Beating Kumasi Asante Kotoko by goal to 0, and also beating Samatex 1996 away. Well, they lost to Kerala United, lost to Bechem, and settled for a draw with the Accra Lions. And here they are, almost bottling it up again at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And 2 minutes of additional time have already been cleared. But interestingly, we've got some big fixtures for you. Tomorrow, at least you need to watch out for those games, as we have the likes of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Nations FC, or traveling, the DMIC. And that's Ebenezer Aban, who is down on the turf at the moment. And tomorrow we're bringing to you live the game between Accra Lions and Vision FC from the near J. Krakow Sports Complex in Timani Town at 3 p.m. Here has the folk trying to at least find another one. Aziz is well taken care of there. Hennessy blasts it in. And Pedro have a touch. That's Asma. Brings it back to Amafa, who found Kunidu Yabdom. Yes, Amankwa. So say, and that's just a strong hit. For a few seconds to hit the 4th minutes that have been added on. And it's blasted in by Samuel Amofai, stopped in the middle by Hennessy. Here's Rafael Ponsa with a hit, and that certainly could climax this intriguing fixture. As we've done 23 seconds more than the 4 minutes that have been added on. Referee Daniel Lai takes a look at his watch. And that is certainly the final kick of this fixture. Match day 19. Has the Folk with a big revenge on their arch rivals, Crown Hearts of Lions. After they were embarrassed at the Crown Sports Stadium in the first round, they return home and they've been able to mastermind such a slim win from the penalty spot. And at least it's a big relief on this man, especially coach Abubakar Ouattara, who's still not satisfied. And the crowd really loving it every moment of this game. Now sets aside your shot. As Ransford Mensah could not play in a minute into this game. Well, Benjamin Osari, here's the man in your shots. He has kept 11 clean sheets in 17 matches. As Hearts of Lions led by their captain, Ebenezer Aban. Unless we thank their teaming fans for Orleans coming to support them. It didn't go as expected, but however, they've been able to play a good game. You can see some of the fans beginning to throw some coins to goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, who did so well between the two sticks. Well, any time from now, we'll be crossing over to our colleagues who are standing by at the pitch side. Got to Energy. Unless to take over from here. Well, looks like they're ready. So it's full time at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Hearts of Oak 1, Pando Hearts of Lion 0. It's a goodbye.
Stadium. This is the home of the Premier League, and it's Accra House of Oak 1, Pando Hearts of Lion 0. Najid, it's all over 3 points for Accra House of Oak this evening.
Yeah, I think that Phobia have really done well. We told you how this match meant for them, and they performed well courtesy that penalty by Wayo and Mauli Wayo, who got that goal. To me, they've exhibited what we call a brilliant display this evening here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and they deserve the win. Unlike Hearts of Lions, they created so many chances, but just that they couldn't execute their chances. So kudos to Phobia. They've gotten the 3 points. That is all that they needed, and they've done well.
All right, so we're still live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, live on Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association. Now, I have the assistant coach for Pando Hearts of Lions, Nia J, is right here with me. Nia J, good evening, and your general assessment of the game.
Good evening. I would say it was a good game. The boys did their best, just that we considered a lone goal. But I would say I'm proud of what the boys did, and I know we are going to come up in our next match. We are going to win for the supporters.
You created a lot of chances in the first half as well as in the diamonds of the game. You poured pressure on Accra House of Oak, but still couldn't find the back of the net.
Sometimes that's how football is. You can create a lot of chances, but you can't score. But the most important thing is creating the chances. It means we are working hard, and then the boys are also working hard. So we know next time the goals will come. So we are very proud of the boys, and then we showed up, and then we had a good game.
You made mention of creating a lot of chances, playing. You like what the guys exhibited on the pitch. Will you say it's a hard luck?
Yeah, I would say it's a hard luck, and then I will congratulate Haas for winning the game. But I know our next match we are going to also win
against Dreams FC. What should we look out for in that game?
We are going to win that match for the supporters, because we need also that win so that we can also chase them on the top, because we don't want to drop from the top 4. So we are going to win that match for the supporters. And then
thank you very much, Ni Ajay. Okay, so that's the assistant coach for Pando Hearts of Lions. We're still live at the University of Ghana at Sports Stadium. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and still we're waiting for the head coach for Accra House of Oak, Coach Abubakar Wataraba. Naji, you heard from Ni Ajay, and they still he's still proud of his boys, because he attributed the loss to hard work this evening. Naji,
I think that they have to encourage the guys. Not that Hearts of Lions didn't play. They played a nice game, but just that they couldn't get the results that they wanted. So to me, he needs to applaud the guys. They've really done well. I think that the Hearts assistant coach is on standby, so let me give it to him.
That's right. So we speaking to the assistant coach of Accra House of Oak, Coach Amankwa. Is here, Coach? Just come close.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Your assessment of the game?
It's a very tough game, but my boys did very well by getting the goal. So it's very happy. We are very happy.
your new signing, Seth Osei, he played so well, and he handled the ball a lot of times. Was it the role you guys give him?
Yeah. We know he's not coming. Match fitness is not there, so we allow him to be free in the game. You saw when we lost the ball, he's not defending. That's how we told him. We told him he should not do that because he didn't have any strength. But when he uses the ball, it's okay. He's a very good player. We are hoping subsequent matches he will play better than this one.
Okay, so what's Kevin Osei's situation?
It's not too much serious. We are hoping by the grace of God within the week he'll be okay.
Your next game, you'll be traveling to, you'll be going to Bechem United. You'll be playing Bechem United in away. What should we expect in that game?
Yeah. And now, second round, every game is tough game. And then we are hoping we can perform very well as we did in the first round. First round, we did very well in away. And we are hoping this time we'll do well also for this game.
Thank you very much for your time, Coach Amankwa.
Okay,
so that's the assistant coach for Accra Hearts of Oak. Coach Amankwa, you've heard of Kevin Osei's situation is not that serious. That's what the coach just told us. And it's live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. We hearing Wayo is the man of the match for today's game.
I think that he did what was needed. For the 90th minute, he scored a brilliant goal. You know, today he was playing from the wings, out of position. That's what we were saying. But I think that there are certain glimpses that we saw from Wayo. He deserved the man of the match. Talking about Kevin Osei, I think that though he was injured, but in the second part of the game, I saw that there was a certain stability in the back line of the Accra House of Folk. They've really done well. To the two coaches, I know Bashir Hayford, tempers should calm down. Excellent work done.
All right, so excellent game from Accra. So now we have the man of the match. Wayo is right here. He scored the decider this evening at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Congratulations, Wayo.
Thank you.
How do you feel now?
You
are the man of the match and you've won the game. You also scored for Accra Suffolk through the kick spot. Sport kick, rather.
I'm feeling great right now, and I'm happy for getting another goal. So I'm happy.
You guys played an excellent. What do you make of Seth Osei, the new addition?
Seth Osei is a player that he will really help we as a team. So we are happy that we have Seth Osei.
Okay, so the next game you're traveling to Bechem United. Well, you see the fans are happy. They're mentioning your name, Wayo. What should we expect in the next game against Bechem United?
They should expect a good game at Bechem. Bechem is a good side. We all know they are informed right now, but we'll not let the fans down. We'll go and do wonders there.
Wayo, thanks so much for your time this evening. So that's the man of the match, and it's Wayo, very confident. He's very happy. Look at the way he's smiling, and they've amassed all 3 points right there at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. They've done the needful, Najee.
And you know, today, since we started the league, this is the first time that he's playing 90 minutes. So I'm not surprised that he's that happy. General, I told you from the beginning of this game that we are going to witness an excellent football, excellent game here. And we've witnessed that Heart of Lions does not disgrace themselves. To me, they've really done well. They've played nice football, but just that Accra Folk came with a purpose and they've executed that purpose perfectly. So congratulations once again to Coach Abubakar Ouattara, then Accra House of Folk.
All right, so it's all about the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, the home of the Premier League. Accra House of Folk won. Heart of Lions. I'm sure it was live on Metro TV, Original TV, Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. My name is Gideon Ochinim Gattuso. Gattuso is the person that did this with Najee. To the entire Alpha Sports Media crew, we love you. Thanks so much to the CEO, Dr. Kukubaini, and all the guys. We love you. We are out. Thanks for watching.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
Find your passion, practice consistently, and let it pay your bills.
And everybody I would meet, I'll make it sound like I had the whole warehouse of Kente. Meet on Kente. I wasn't shy. That's what I was doing. That's what I was living on. That's what I was using to pay my bills. And shy for what?
This is the story behind one of Ghana's fast-growing entrepreneurial venture, Goba Kente.
I want to feel good coming to this space and making people give the recognition and respect that Kente deserves.
This Sunday on the PL Show, we get up close with Baba Ankra, who shares a unique story of how it all started.
I had a friend, an Abna. She used to sell Kenyan bags. So I was like, Abna, I can do this. Let me show it to people if it would be good. And voila. Here we are, having this businesswoman we are seeing.
Oh, extremely proud of her. Very, very proud of her. And I think she knows that as well. That's why there's a little bit of a timid there with her.
The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kicks Toothpaste.
Kel, happy smile.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.